Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. One of the privileges of being the auctioneer is I actually have the privilege of taking the mask off. But for those of you that are here who haven't got exemptions for the mask, we do really appreciate you working with us, maintaining social distancing and keeping the masks on. Very much appreciated. It's not so much for us, it's for other members of the public. But you are valued people. We like to keep you nice and safe, and in particular our salespeople as well. My name's Grant. My role is pretty self-explanatory for the afternoon here this afternoon. We've certainly got plenty of options for you. We've got 15 properties up this afternoon, so no need to go home empty-handed. Robin will look after all the technology in the auction room, and we've also got some of our senior managers on hand, Craig, Jill, Trevor and Gordon. They're here today, guys. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, that's the level that I'm authorised to put the property to the market and sell to the highest bidder. But if we don't quite reach that level today, folks, I'll put a pause on the auction. One of the team will step in. We'll give you that opportunity to work with those, with the buyers, with the vendors rather, and see if we can help you reach agreement, in which case it will come back to making any necessary amendments, and the property will then be put up for sale and sold to the highest bidder. Be very clear though, folks, if we don't achieve the vendor's reserve price and they choose not to sell today, once the auction is closed, anybody can come forward with an offer that does include conditional buyers. So best advice I can give you is give your best shot here today and perhaps eliminate some of those potential conditional buyers afterwards. So I can tell you that we have got a number of them on some of the properties this afternoon too, folks, and some of the banks are a little bit slow in approving finances on some of them. So your opportunity is to get in ahead of those buyers that are still waiting to be financed. The buyers and sellers guide that's been widely circulated from about the last 10 years, folks, so I'm not going to go through that in its entirety. It advises you all the things you need to do to be able to put yourself into a position to be able to buy property, and of course that option is out that cash unconditional basis. Those booklets are also available in the stand outside of the auction room. Also in that same stand as you came in through the registration area, folks, is the contract of sale. Circulated the draft form as you see on the screen there. Finalised copies are available in that stand as well, but if there's been any additions, deletions or any amendments to those draft contracts, I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding, but your respective salespeople that you're working with will have done that by now anyway. So based on that, folks, if I have any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you read, understood, accept that contract that we worked to, but just quickly going to revisit this portion here on the front page. We've superimposed it in blue for you. Of course, that sets out the conduct of today's auction. Comes as absolutely no surprise, folks. The vendors have set reserve prices subject to that being reached or indeed exceeded. Then the highest bidder, you'll be declared the purchaser on the fall of the hammer, and your only obligations today are, of course, prior to commencing any celebrations, is to complete that contract, sign it, and pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price, unless, of course, you've made alternative arrangements with our vendors and have that all approved in writing. Any disputes over any bids today, folks, will simply resolve those by reoffering the property at the last undisputed bid. We do have a number of telephone bidders registered on the properties, folks. I'll alert you to which ones before inviting your bids here in the room, but phone bidders, they bid on the same cash unconditional basis as what you do here in the auction room as well. So a pretty straightforward process. If I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, folks, and I'm too far away from where our sellers want to be, then I'll work alongside you and work with you to get you to the negotiating platform where I'll pause the auction. I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. There's nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids is concerned, folks. I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids. I will only use vendor bids, as I said, if I've only one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from where the owners are happy to continue discussions with you. So if I do disclose a vendor bid, folks, you take the bids from the vendors. Thanks but no thanks. They're not interested in talking to you at that level. You will need to be above that. So any questions at this juncture? Also, take the opportunity to also welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. And of course, our telephone bidders have also got the opportunity of viewing the auction. Don't worry, it's not on you folks. The camera's only on me and on the screen as well. But any phone bidders or anybody here in the room got any questions? No questions? Right, let's press on. 230 Valley Road there on Centauri was marketing that property, 29/41 Bell Street, marketed by Janelle Keynes from our Bethlehem office, and 8 Bradford Street up there in Waihi, marketed by Steve Cameron. Those three properties, folks, they did receive pre-auction offers that were presented to the vendors prior to auction day, and all three of those properties sold prior to auction. So That's why we ask you to register your interest in a property, folks, so all buyers that have registered their interest, when we get activity like that, they will be notified of you and don't miss out on the opportunity to purchase the property. So without further ado, we'll move straight on to number 6, Cartier Grove. Today, Charlotte Gardner just having a slight conversation, giving a little bit of friendly advice up the back there. Charlotte has been doing a sterling job in marketing this property here, number 6, Cartier Grove, to tuck discreetly down in the quiet Patmark cul-de-sac there. This property just absolutely epitomises the family dream. When we look at the legal aspects of the property, folks, record title say 64B folio 223 describes the property as a freehold estate, being 697 square metres of land, more or less. Just a quick reminder that the Buddha rock in the garden, that doesn't stay, that's excluded. Pendles are attached to that, so they're going to be taking it with them. 30 working days from today's date, Charlotte, is our settlement date. Any changes to the channels list, apart from the Buddha rock not being included in the sale? Just a quick reminder that clause 22, the purchase has been provided with a copy of the Tauranga City Council Lim report dated the 6th of October 2021, and the property and the council records related to it are accepted by the purchaser, who shall make no objection or requisition, and the matters disclosed in that report. So just making sure that you are fully aware of that, folks. So obviously one of those properties that's thanks to the sliders branching off the dining and the living area, there's seamless access to the rear garden for one and for as well. Have a look at that flow out the back there, absolutely superb indeed there. The sandy hues in this property, they certainly evoke the coastal charm and offer a superb backdrop when adding your decorative touch in the future going forward. Tinkerers and Gardens, well, is, you've got a roomy shed to work and store the tools as well, so nothing comes as any surprises there. Shrouded by established plantings, of course, it's utterly secluded, and with generous proportions comes plenty of potential with this property here. Number 6, Cartier Grove. We do have authorised phone bidding on this one as well, folks, so first place go, who would you like to start the auction away? First one of the day.
Okay, auction is asking for starting bid. The auctioneer is asking for starting bid.
For an opening bid, folks, happy to start your way, but my figure might be a little bit different to yours.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah.
We'd like to get you started.
What the auctioneer say. So, do you want to open the bidding?
$950,000 down the back there, sir. That sort of level will take a $25,000 rise. I appreciate the start. It takes you to 975. 950 on the back wall against room. 975 straight back again. You retorted $1 million. Do we say yes, sir? At $1 million we go now. At $1 million again on the back wall, another 25 from your buyer. Is it not about yours driven? Time to come in now here, folks. At $1 million even, do I have 25 rise? First call now. At $1,025,000 we go. $1,050,000 should we say for you there, sir? At $1,025,000 on the telephone here against you, sir, against everybody else in the room. Another 25, making $1,050,000, shall we there, sir? $1,040,000. Pardon? $1,040,000. Happy to take that, no problems at all. At $1,040,000 here. At $1,040,000, do we round to $1,060,000? Happy to take 20 rises from here. At $1,040,000. Actually, 60 it is. The new fund bidder joins us now at $1,060,000. $1,080,000, do we say there, sir? At $1,080,000 we go. At $1,080,000, next retort sensibly would be 1.1. At $1,080,000, fairly seated in the back of the room against the phone bidders left and right now. At 1-1 we go. At 1-1 it is. 1-1-2-0, should we say there, sir? Here's your opportunity now. You keep yourself in front here. Keep 1-1-10. 1-1-10. Down to the 10s, no problems at all. Treat your bar exactly the same there, Trevor, but they welcome the stay at 20s. Yes, 120 it is. 1-1-2-0. 3-0, do we say there, sir? You start on the 10s. At 3-0 it is now. At $1,130,000. 40 it is here. 1,140,000, making it 50, shall we, sir? Get in ahead of the phone bidders now. That one opportunity is here. I can take your bid with the rod of the head as well. 1150. $1,150,000. Be very clear, it's for outright sale here today. On the market it goes at $1,150,000. Same right here. 60 we go now. At 60, got the buyer on the phone there first. Do we say 70 for you, sir? 1160, 70 now. 1170 with the phone bidder. Do we say 80? 80 it is now. $1,180,000. Who's going to go 90? Is it you or your buyer, Trevor, or yours, Joe? At $1,180,000. Same away there in the back of the room here. First call now, $1,180,000. Are we ever out?
1190, right?
1190. 1.2, your turn, sir. 1 point, happy to take a 5 if it'll help you then. Make it 1195. $1,190,000. You've been bidding well so far, sir. But there we go now. At $1,190,000. I don't know when we're going to get another one. Not sure why I'm doing it, Trevor. Happy to take a 2.5 if it'll help you. Otherwise, it's gone at $1,190,000. Maybe a lazy single in the bottom of the bag there, sir. First call now, $1,190,000 in favour of Joel's time bidder over here. What are we doing, Trevor? Second call now at $1,190,000. It's done its time. Third, final opportunity quickly. It goes, it goes. Alright, moving on to the second one of the day, folks. 92 Vale Street, Richard Clerk from our Cherrywood office. Needs certainly no introduction, particularly in this location here. Time has wearied this one, but rolling up the sleeves and creating a new persona will present many, many years of joy and value for one lucky new owner here today. We don't get properties like this very often in this location, do we, Richard? But certainly plenty of surrounding properties in this location, evidence of what could be done with a property like this. It's formally described as a cross-lease freehold, record of title SA 25B, folio 1319, describes all the legal aspects of it. We do have authorised telephone bidding for this one. 20 working days, Richard, is our settlement date with flexibility around that. Any changes to the channels list at all? No changes there. So a fresh coat of paint inside now, for starters, will work wonders. Then you can work away later on those more important rooms in time to come. Maybe retain some of the charm and the yesteryear or a touch of character as you go through and upgrade the property indeed. But certainly starting life in the 50s with just 2 bedrooms and recent additions have added space, and you can now comfortably call the property a family home. Sited on the site very nicely for sun with the wide views across the golf course, across the road here, and you might want to think about putting some double glazing in there if one playing golf over the road there the way I play. But certainly a very handy location. But stop shaking your head, yes, Kelly. and everybody else in the room that's played golf with me, they know exactly what I'm like. Think about the handy location here, folks. You've got the Brockfield, the Beretta shops just down the road, you've got the golf course across the road, you've got the supermarket, and not too far away is the water's edge for your morning and evening walks indeed. It's all about location and potential, so where do we say go for this one, folks? You'd like to start me underway? 800. Underway at $800,000 over on the right hand side now. At $800,000, having to take the 20 rise on top. Here goes 820. 820 it is now. 820 on the left hand side here, making it 840, shall we? At $820,000 on the left hand side here. Do I say 840 for you there? Here's your opportunity. Pardon? 830. Take me 10, no problems at all. At 830, 840 straight back over here on the left hand side now. At $840,000, starting the 10s. Fine print says keep it going. At $840,000. It's over here on the left hand side against our phone bidder, against you over here, ma'am, at $840,000. Where do we go from here? That's another $10,000 rise. Do we have it there? First call round at $840,000 in favour of the gentleman on the left hand side. 845. 845 at 845 it is, at 845 staying in 10s. Do we say there, sir? Make it 855? Good move there at $855,000 now. At $855,000, would it make a difference to you, ma'am, if I told you I'm going to sell the property to the highest bidder here today? At the moment, it's over here at $855,000. Phone bidder, here's your opportunity to come in. Otherwise, I sell it over here at $855,000. What about a 2.5 there, ma'am? Make it 857.5. I'll even take a single if it's going to help you. At $855,000, I sell over here on the left-hand side. What about our phone bidder? Are they in or out there, Craig? Do I have that lazy single from you over here? Otherwise, it's gone. 56. 56. Strategic movement to go straight to 860, sir. 860 it is. At 860. Chasing down that lazy single again that we've got up there. At $860,000 on the left-hand side here. What's our phone bidder saying there, Craig? The hammer's up. Out it goes. At $860,000. Who's called now at 860 Second time. Third. Last opportunity for that enviable Vale Street address. Right opposite the golf course quickly. It goes, it goes. It's all against Special congratulations to you, sir. You've been backwards and forwards in the auction room here in pursuit of a new home. You've now secured one. Congratulations, well done. Well, moving on, folks, the third property for our 2 o'clock session today, number 46 Judea Road. Chris Royal from our Cherrywood office, needing no introduction as well. This is an absolute brilliant character home, and it's oh so handy to the city as well, being located there in Judea Road. The legal aspects of it confirm not 792 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. It's a freehold estate. SA 12B 40862 is the record of title number that describes all the legal aspects of it. And of course, the 10th of December 2021 or such other date, as mutually agreed between both parties, is the settlement date. Any changes to the channels list there, Chris? No changes there, so all has been circulated there. You've got that studio come granny flat that's accessible from the front of the property as well. That is an absolute asset to this property. The 1950s origins bring the character of the native timber construction and those polished green roof floors that really accentuates the vintage of the property here. Certainly a sterling home indeed. Sun-drenched private outdoor living there, and you see there on the screen, just visualise your summer days out there, folks. It's going to be absolutely superb, where your summer days up on the deck there are simply going to morph into long nights as you imbibe with your friends as well. A real fun property to enhance your family memoirs in this fun year. Folks, I had a conversation with Chris way back then when I was actually a salesperson. I remember marketing this property. It was very popular then, folks, so that says it's absolutely outstanding for resale. So who's going to say go? Who's going to be the new owner? That's what we're here to determine today. At $1 million, we're underway now at $1 million here, over here, seated in front here at $1 million, happy to travel in 25s from here. Who makes it $1,025,000? At $1 million, fairly seated in the front row here at $1 million. Who's looks for 25 now? First call, second time, third, got you, sir, thank you, at $1,025,000, straight back to you for 50 here. At $1,050,000 and 75 for you there. At $1,075,000, 1-1, your turn on the 90 says yes now. At $1,001,000 it is, and 25 more, should we say? Shaking your head the wrong way there, sir. Happy to take a 20 if it'll help you then and make you feel a little more comfortable. At $1,100,000, looking for another 20 rise on top here. Here's your chance now, folks, at $1,100,000 even here. First call, second time, third. Last opportunity for you to join us. Then around at the back there, I know you're deliberating it. No? I'm going to advance you once more, folks, on behalf of the owners here. $1,120,000. Tell you what, you just round out again, $1,140,000. $1,140,000. Here it is down here. Seated in the front here, $1,140,000. Your opportunity is here. First call now. Happy to take a 10 if it'll help you. Second call, otherwise we're going to pause and keep talking with these folks down here. Third, last opportunity, in or out. Gordon, visit these folks in the front row, please. The right one full out. Can you see if you can assist them, please? Well, for those of you that have just joined us, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. We do really appreciate you working with us in terms of channeling processing people through the auction room for each individual property here, so that we can just comply with the legal requirements in terms of social distancing. We do really appreciate you working with us, but what it does necessitate is at the start of each session, I just need to cover up my preamble to make sure that everybody is on the same playing field. So if you are out of reception there, waiting to come into the auction room and you are here for one of the next 3 properties, can I just have your attention, please? Obviously, my name's Grant Child. I'm officiating proceedings here today. We're going to look after all the technology in the auction room. One of our 2 o'clock session properties is still being negotiated at this point, folks. I've got the team on hand here, so we don't hold proceedings up. If we don't reach the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction, give you that opportunity to continue discussing with our sellers here today, and we see if we can help you reach agreement. If we don't, and I formally close the auction, just be aware anybody who comes forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers. So give it your best shot here today. You've heard on the basis we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide. Obviously, that's been in circulation for over 10 years now. There are copies available on the stand outside of the auction room, and of course, gives you all the advice that you need need to bid and buy at auction, which is of course on that cash unconditional basis. So without further ado, I'll take you to the most important document, being the contract for sale, being circulated in draft form. Stand outside and by registration provides you with finalised copies. If there's been any additions, deletions, changes to the draft contract, I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding. So it's a very clear, concise document, folks. By way of your bidding today, I'm going to assume that you've read and understood, accept that contract, but just quickly revisiting this section here on the front page, superimpose that in blue for you. That's the conduct of today's auction. No surprises, the owners have set reserve prices subject to that being reached or exceeded. Then, of course, the highest bidder, you are declared the purchaser, and at that juncture, you are then required to complete that contract and, of course, put your autograph on it, seals the deal is sealed at that juncture, and then, of course, you are required to pay your 10% deposit unless you've made alternative arrangements with our sellers to pay it at a later date. So, pretty straightforward process, folks. Any disputed bidding, we'll just resolve that by reverting back to the last undisputed bid. But if I need to get two bids coming at me at exactly the same time, I'll determine who I've accepted the bid from, and then we'll press on from there. So, a nice, easy resolution to any issues as far as that's concerned. I'll let you know if we've got authorised telephone bidding on any of the properties in our 2:30 session, but phone bidders, they bid on the same cash unconditional basis as you do here in the room. Now, if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, folks, and I'm still well south of the owner's expectations, then I'll work alongside you and work with you to manoeuvre you and get you onto that negotiating platform, which will be south of the owner's reserve price, just to give you that opportunity to keep discussing, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. So in terms of vendor bidding, I'll disclose all vendor bids for absolute transparency and clarity, and they will never be at the owner's reserve price. I have instructions from a seller as to what level I can work with you. Anything above that, I'll pause the auction, and you can have that opportunity to continue talking to them at that point in time. Just before I ask any questions, I'll take the opportunity to welcome the viewers that have joined us via the live stream. Welcome along, and of course some of our telephone bidders and absentee vendors watching via the live stream. We wish you all the best as well. Any questions today, folks, from our phone bidders or any of you here in the room? Folks out of reception, if you're coming in for either of the next two properties for our 2:30 session, feel free to ask any questions as you come in. So, 53 Granada Street, Kelly Ormsby from our Mount Maunganui office has been marketing this property. Certainly a fantastic opportunity as a step up to the property market. Great rental investment, and you've got tenants here already in situ in the property who are keen to stay. The appraisal has been done on the property. You can expect a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $545 to $575 per week for this property. Formally described as a cross-lease freehold, SA 19A folio 1384 in the South Auckland Registry Office describes all the legal aspects of it. 97 days from today's date, obviously, because of their tenancy. Flexibility around that, of course. If you need an earlier date, then of course just let Kelly know and he'll sort something out with the vendor. And of course, you can settle earlier and start getting an immediate return on your investment in me. Any changes to the channels listed for Kelly? No changes there. You've got the spacious living and the great connection with the outdoors that you will enjoy, and you'll enjoy that in privacy that is offered by the property. You can see that as out through the stack doors there on the left-hand side there. You've got that semi-renovated kitchen with still got room to make any improvements that you so wish to that area of the home and just enhance it to suit your own needs. It's a great property to downsize to. Great property for the opportunity to add value, maybe an opportunity to secure a holiday hole with room for the boat or the caravan as well, and certainly plenty of room to pitch tents for holiday times when you get extra family come and visit you, which you're likely to do at a location so handy to everything that Bayfair is vicinity and the beach does have to offer. So 53 Granada Street, where would you like to start your way? For an opening bid, here to work with cash interest only. There's a very compelling description I did of the property there, Jill. First call now for an opening bid, folks. I'm only here to work with the cash interest. I know Kelly's got interest outside of the auction room. Second call for any cash. Third, last opportunity, in or outs. I'll Obviously no cash here today, Kelly. I'll close the auction and hand it back to you. We'll move straight on to our second property for our 2:30 session this afternoon. Moving on, folks, we'll be back with you in a moment on Judea Road. In the meantime, we present you number 3 Coleman Place. Grace Anderson from our Katikati office has been marketing this property, certainly architecturally designed layout with interesting angles, separating it from the north. It's something a little bit different, isn't it, Grace, here particularly in Katikati. So it's something. Well, it's one of those homes that when you take ownership of this, you will certainly get goosebumps of pride. The legal aspects of it, 608 square metres of land, more or less, is what you're securing here today. It is a freehold estate, 265207, being the record of title number that confirms all those legal aspects. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one. Grace, 22nd of November 2021 is still a 7. That's not far away at all. So you can certainly be well and truly unpacked and settled in for Christmas as well. Just a quick reminder of if you haven't already signed the purchaser's consent form with some disclosures, you will sign it on the basis at the same time as you sign the contract on the basis that we have that you acknowledge that you've been given the builder's report dated the 22nd of October 2020 and advised to obtain your own if you require it. There are no gas cylinders for the gas fireplace at the property, and the purchaser has read the limb and is aware that the property sits within the identified midden area T13 folio 537 and has a Hale land use report. So just acknowledging those disclosures with your bids today there, folks, and if you haven't already signed that consent form, you will do so. You're bidding on the basis that you will do so at the same time as signing the contract. Campbell's list? Okay. All good. So the high stone on the property, folks, allows you to get heaps of natural light through into the home as well. You've got those large windows that you see there on the screen there. You've got the skylights that certainly host the coastal elegance decor there that comes with the property as well. Entertaining at this property is simple and very, very easy indeed. You've got that centrepiece gas fire. That's the focal point connecting the dining and the kitchen area with the lounge as well. So certainly a very convivial design and layout for some wonderful family times as well. The private patio of the dining and kitchen for entertaining is certainly easily maintained. You've got the fully fenced grounds as well, nice and simple. So this really does a property that sets the scene for fantastic summer living ahead. Who says go on this one? Where would you like to start the auction away? Is it going to be you or is it going to be one of the phone bidders? 800. $800,000 are underway. Put the phone bidder on the left-hand side at $800,000 and we'll take $20,000 rises from there. Who advances me to 820? 820 it is here. At $820,000 with Grace's bidder now at 840 here. 840 on the left-hand side with your bidder there, Kate, at 840. Do we say 860? Here we see it. It's 860 it is now. At 860 it is, and 880 we go. $880,000 on the left-hand side against everybody else here. Don't have to leave it all to the phone bidders here, folks. At $880,000, what do we say from there? At $880,000, rounding to an even 9 if you will. Having to take a 10 if it's going to help you then. At $880,000, are we in a route? First call now, we're chasing down another bid here. Having to take a 10 rise if it'll help, otherwise we pause and talk with Kate's bidder over here. Second call now. 810, it's 10, is it? 890. Welcome aboard there, ma'am. At 890 and 9 we go. At $900,000, you might not want to leave it too late now, ma'am. At $900,000 it is on the left-hand side here. You need to be very clear, ma'am, because I'm about to sell the property to the highest bidder here today. We're on the market. Phone bidder buys the property at $900,000 even. Do I have another 10 for you? Here's your opportunity now. At $900,000 even, it's going to go. At 910 we go. 910 and 20 now. 920 it is on the left-hand side. Shortening the stride, what about a 5? Make it 9.25, will you? At $920,000, it's on the left-hand side here. At 920, taking a little while for the computer to keep up. At 920 it is here with the phone bidder. On the left-hand side here, what about our phone bidder over here? Selling away now. What about a lazy 2.5? Here's your opportunity now. Even take a single if it will help you. At $920 $20,000. Make it $921 for one final lunch with the keys if you wish. First call now at $920,000 or it's gone. Second time at $920,000. Are we absolutely 100% sure? Third and final opportunity. Won't be taking any late bids at $920,000. It goes. All right, back to 46 Junior Road we go, folks. You can put a negative bid now at $1,198,000. Can you just confirm that bid for me? At $1,198,000 as the owners of the property are instructing me to sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes here at $1,198,000 in favour of the folks on my left-hand side. Against everybody else in the room, your opportunity is here. Don't dilly-dally, folks, because the hammer's up. Don't try and prejudge the speed of it. It'll beat you every time. First call now at $1,198,000. It goes. Second time for a wonderful opportunity in Junior Road to spend your summer days around the pool. Third and final opportunity. It's a done its time. It goes. Certainly a wonderful 1970s solid stock and brick family home here. Your coastal lifestyle absolutely waits you there. Look at the proximity to the beach there, absolutely superb indeed. Of course, we're located in Untitled here, being a freehold estate, 822 square metres of land more or less. All described in record title SA 1080 folio 253. The channels, the panel heater is as is, it does stay, but it is as is, and 20 days from today's date, or such a date is mutually agreed between both parties, Neil, is the settlement date as well. No other changes to the channels list? No, all good to go. So you've got the north-facing property with the large views there, you've got that livable, certainly 330 square metres, more or less of floor plan with huge potential with this property to renovate and add your own taste. Below is offering a self-contained one-bedroom flat with its own power meter as well on the downstairs area. So, it's certainly a flexible home indeed. You've got private access way to the beach as well. Cafes and shops all not too far away from your new home here at 55 Untitled Road. You've got the extra large double garage with a separate carport, so plenty of accommodation for your cars and your toys. Your parcel of Untitled is certainly different and awaits your family enjoyment here for those wonderful summer days ahead. Who says go on this one? I'm going to leave it to you folks to start your way here if you are in cash, because I know Neil has got two buyers that have expressed interest. One has indicated to you, Neil, that you're making an appointment to meet tonight to put an offer forward to the vendor. So there we go, folks. If you're in that position of cash, you need to let us know right here, right now. Otherwise, I'll simply close the auction. We have to work with these conditional buyers outside the room. First call now for any cash interest. You set the benchmark and I'll assist you from there. Second call, third, last opportunity for cash interests. Close the auction now. Neil, that lady's going to be certainly delighted to hear from you, and I'm expecting, if I don't get a text from you tonight, I'll certainly expect one by end of play tomorrow that you've got the property under contract. Thank you very much. That's it for our 2:30 session, folks. We'll be back to you in about 13 minutes with another 3 great properties. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the auction room here today, and unfortunately we just need to hold proceedings up. We've been allocating 3 properties for half the hour, just so that we can maintain social distancing and just be compliant. So, and we really do appreciate you folks working with us as well, and in terms of doing that, registering of course, and keeping the masks on as well. One of the individual privileges of being an auctioneer. As I do get to have a little bit of a reprieve from that. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate the proceedings here today and help you move to the next chapter of your lives, whether you are buying or, of course, whether you are selling. We wish you the best in your pursuit here this afternoon. Robert, she'll look after all the technology in the auction room. I've also got a great team of people I've got Craig, John, Trevor and Gordon on hand. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, we'll pause the auction and then we'll give you that opportunity to continue negotiations with our sellers at that point in time, see if we can't help you reach an agreement, at which time it will come back to me. I'll then put the product to the market and we will sell to the highest bidder. But be very clear, folks, if I formally close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. Might like to answer that, it might be a fine bidder. Sorry, no problems at all. So just be aware of that, folks. Anybody can come forward afterwards, and that does include those conditional buyers. So cash-wise, you get the first opportunity here today. You've been on the basis we provided you with the buyers and sellers guide. It's been around for over 10 years now. Obviously available on the stand. Of course, that explains everything you need to do to buy and sell real estate, and also reminds you that you do bid at auction on a cash unconditional basis. Of course, you also then to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. So, to the contract of sale, I now take you, being widely circulated in draft form there. Finalised copies are in the stand outside the auction room as well. If there's been any amendments to that, folks, or any changes, then I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding here today. But I know our salespeople are doing an outstanding job. They will have informed you with that as well. On the front page, it sets out very clearly the conduct of auction. We've superimposed that in blue, but don't need you to read that word for word. Basically what it says, folks, is the owners have set reserve prices. There's no surprises there. Subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder on the fall of the hammer. You'll then declare the purchaser, and your only obligations today are, of course, to sign that contract and pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price, unless, of course, you've made alternative arrangements with our vendors in writing prior to your bidding here today. Any disputed auctions, disputed bids, I'll simply re-offer at the last undisputed bid. We do have some telephone bidding in place, folks. Find bidders they bid on that same cash unconditional basis as you do here in the auction room as well. So a pretty simple, straightforward process, very clear, very concise. Last thing I just want to cover off for you folks is give you a little bit of confidence. If I've only got one person that's participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the owner's instructions, then I'll work with you and I will assist you to get you to that negotiating platform that I referred to before, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. You've got nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned, folks. They're only used well below the owner's reserve price. I will disclose all vendor bids to you. I will only use it if I've got one person participating in the auction, and I only use it to get you to that negotiating platform. If I'm holding a bid at any level, and I'll disclose that to you, simply what's happening there is the vendors, through me, are saying thanks but no thanks. If you wish to purchase our property, you will need to be above that level. So a fairly simple, straightforward process. Welcome to the viewers that have just joined us via the live stream. Of course, absentee buyers, absentee sellers, we wish you all the best in your endeavours as well. Any questions, folks, whether it be from you here in the room or from the phone bidders? No? Okay, so 33 Harvey Street, Charlotte Garden has been the marketing consultant for this property here, and as you see, we've got phone bidders on this one as well. This one here, for the first time since its inception, way back in 1957, this one makes its market debut and is an absolute treasure in this particular location. In particular, the postie knows it is 33 Harvey Street, but the South Auckland Registry Office know it as a freehold estate, 819 square metres of land is what you secure here today, which is why it's been so popular indeed. All described in record of title SA 1279, folio 69. There's a full channels list has been added. There was some documentation initially circulated that didn't have any channels on it. All the channels have been now inserted and displayed up there on the screen. We do have authorised phone bids as well on this property, folks. Charlotte, any other changes to the channels list? And Thursday, 6th of January 2022 is still our settlement date. So there we go. Just a quick reminder, folks, that this property is being sold under the auspices of the public trust. So a very comprehensive clause in there has been in the contract right from the outset by the public trust. Not going to go through it in its entirety. It is standard as well. But the person has also acknowledged that the vendor is unable to supply keys to all exterior doors to the dwelling and studio, as there are only keys available to the 2 main doors of the main dwelling. So apart from that, standard public trust clauses, they've been in the contract right from the outset. I don't need to go through those, but you do bid on the basis of those clauses. So thanks to the property itself there, the 2 car in the front of 2 structures, well, they will simply have your DIYs absolutely drooling. There's slider access to the rear-facing conservatory that could also easily double as a second living space as well. You'll remember that when you viewed the property as well. The lovers of retro, you might choose to revive the charm of the bygone area here, but once you see the site, it's highly likely that you'll probably want to start anew with this one as well. But there's plenty of options there, I think, Charlotte, to any discerning buyer. Great parcel of land and great options. The rear, so that to the rear of the property sits the garage you see on the screen there, complete with the mechanics pit and the adjacent studio flat as well. So an opportunity here, folks, to let your development dreams run wild with the council's proposed new zoning schemes possibly coming into effect in the near future. Well, what we're here for today, folks, is to give you that opportunity to take advantage of 33 Hardware Street. Who says go, and what might the quantum be? It's going to be you or the phone bidders. So I just need you to come back up the front of the room, please, if you're going to be talking on the phone without your mask. To maintain social distancing from the public. Thank you. But before I start now, folks, who'd like to get me underway? That's the number of you been waiting for. That's 1.5. 1.5 would be a fair and reasonable start for property of this colour. Who's going to get us underway? You don't start, I will. The opportunity is here. 1.5, we're underway now with the telephone bidder now with Charlotte's bidder at 1.5. Happy to travel to $25,000 rises from here. At 1.5 it is, chasing down 525 now. Who goes there quickly? Is it you in the room or is it one of the other 2 phone bidders? First call now, $1,500,000, chasing down a $25,000 rise. Second call now, are we in or out? Third, last bid here, thank you sir, welcome aboard at 25 now. 525, torn at 550 would be a fair and reasonable assumption from me as the auctioneer. Are we going there, Charlotte? $1,525,000. First call now, if that's what they're waiting, here's your opportunity now. 1525 the money, set in the centre of the room here. Second of 50 we go. 1550, making it 75, shall we just go there quickly? That's the way to do it, sir, keep it rolling now. 15 3/4 it is. At 1575, centred fair and square in the centre of the auction room, and 1.6 we say. 1.6 it is, another 25, here we go there, sir. Let's just do it quickly now. 1.6 million on the phone here with our starter bidder with Charlotte now at 1.6. Can we say a 25 more? Here's your opportunity now. Let's get in ahead of the other phone bidders there, sir. 1.6, first call now. Second time, are you in or out? 15. 10, probably a little early for the 10, sir. Should we go 20? 20, 1620. Thank you. Appreciate you working with me. At $1,620,000. Happy to take a 20 from your bidder there as well, there, Charlotte, on the phone. And from the other 2 in B. 1620, high bidder. 1650. Good retort there, $1,650,000. Here's your opportunity here, sir. Don't let it slip through the cracks here. Highest bidder gets the opportunity to discuss with our seller at this point in time. At $1,650,000 with our phone bidder now. Another 20, should we say there, sir? Put yourself back in front here. Happy to take a 10 now if it's going to help you. At $1,650,000 it is. 1650, triple O, are we ever out? First call down to 1650, triple O. Happy to take that 10 if it's there, sir. Second time now, chasing down a $10,000 rise, trying to help you here. Third, last opportunity, are we ever out? We don't finish signing at 1650 with our phone bidder here. Trevor on the phone here at $1,650,000. Can you see me and assist the gentleman with the phone bidder, please? Well, we won't hold up any longer than we need to, folks, so we'll move straight on to number 6, Tauranga Place. Julie Parkinson and Jan Booth have been joining forces from our Beth and our on the office, making a pretty much a dynamic duo out there in the marketplace. Done a great job together there, girls, as you often do. Just 4 years old with all the modern trimmings here is number 6 Rocco Place there. You've got the generous garaging as well. You would have witnessed that when you went and viewed the property. The legal aspects of it, freehold estate 750998 is the record title that confirms you get 325 square metres of land, more or less, plus an undivided 10th share of 561 square metres. We do have authorised telephone bidding on this one, folks, and the settlement date has been set down for 20 working days from today's date or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Any changes to the channels list there, girls? All that's circulated here, so the living area opens out via the stack of doors to the patio and the outdoor spaces, as does the dining, and even the master suite does that as well. So good indoor-outdoor flows throughout the home. You've got that beautiful northeast orientation. It's fully vent, so nice and safe for the little tykes and pets. Creates the perfect spot. Have a look there on the screen there, folks. Perfect spot to chill out in the sunshine while you're being shrouded in that privacy as well. So a great option there for you. You've got lovely neighbours in an enclave of similar age homes down that private access way, which really does make this very much a peaceful hideaway indeed. You've got the park, you've got the cycle and walking tracks opposite, and you're about approximately 8 k's to the city centre, something like that. I think you had that in your marketing, so you would have obviously Googled that. So more or less, give or take a couple of hundred metres either side, not too far away indeed. So it's the right place, your opportunity here lies. Where do we say go for this one? Is it going to be you, or is it going to be one of the phone bidders? Do we have authorised phone bidding in place? We'd like to get us underway. I would have thought 900 would be a fair and reasonable start. Let's start us away there. First call round for a start at 9. Are we in or out? Second time? Right, I know we've got interest in the property. I'll start you away at $900,000 with a vendor bid now at $900,000. I've just started the option. I know we've got cash interest in the room. Your opportunity here to participate if you wish to purchase the property is to simply bid $20,000 on top here. Here's your chance now. $900,000. I'll start you away to give you that opportunity to work with the owner in cash here today at $900,000, looking for a $20,000 ride. First call now at 900 are we around? Second call, third. Last opportunity, well, I'm certainly not going to leave it there, girls. Happy to advance on behalf of the owner then at 920. At $920,000, the opportunity is here, folks. If you want to work with our seller, that opportunity is for you right here today. At $920,000, be very clear, it's a vendor bid, away from my instructions at this point in time. $920,000, looking for a $20,000 rise. Here's your chance now. First call now at $920,000, are you in or out? Second call now at 920. Third and last opportunity for you to join us. Well, good, so I'm going to treat the property with the greatest respect that it deserves. So after I'm advancing the bidding on behalf of the seller now at $940,000. Happy to take a 10 rise if it'll help you from there, but I'm away from my instructions. $940,000. Your opportunity is here. First call now at $940,000. Are we in or out? I don't get any further bids, folks, so I'm simply going to close the auction now. And I know Julie and Jen have got interest outside of the auction room. Second call now. I know they've been working with somebody that just hasn't quite been able to get their finance approved, so I'm sure they'll be coming forward afterwards. $940,000, looking for a $10,000 rise to give you that opportunity to discuss with our seller. Third and final call. Are we in or out? Done, finished, silence. Auction's closed. Hand back to you, girls. Right, moving straight along, folks. Number 2, Cooney's Drive. Carl Kirk is our marketing consultant for this property here. A great opportunity here, folks. 1,128 square metres of land, more or less. It is a wonderful, wonderful site there. It's absolutely right for development with 2 street access as well. So you've got one access off Levers Drive, you've got one access off Cooney's Drive as well. So great options there for development, folks. It is a freehold estate. Like I said, 1,128 square metres, more or less. All confirmed in record of title SA at 1788, file there at 82. 20 working days from today's date or such other date is mutually agreed between both parties as your settlement date. And if development isn't on the radar for you, then getting a modernised family home with plenty of options, surely that is another wonderful attraction to this property here. You've got the sunroom and deck off either side of the main living areas as well, so certainly wonderful flow for indoor outdoor living with this one here. It's a property there's certainly no craving for space with the family when you've got approximately 252 square metres of internal space in the property. You've got decor that will welcome your personal furnishings as well. So plenty of space to kick a ball with the kids as well. So if that's what you're looking for, a great opportunity here, and it really is all about location. Look at the proximity of it there. I live just up the road, and I was out for a morning walk this morning, walking past the property, just down over the edge of Tauranga Road there. You've got the water's edge, beautiful walkways. One way you go through to Ferguson Park, the other way through to Corlin Park. So certainly a wonderful location indeed. Cherrywood Shop's not too far away, and certainly easy access in and out of the CBD. Opportunity to let your development dreams run wild with the council's proposed new schemes here, possibly taking effect in the near future, folks. So it's entirely up to you. Where would you like to start the option away? Number 2, Cooney's Drive. Where would you like to set bidding lights? I'll leave it up to you. I'm not going to suggest any figures here. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you, folks. You tell me where you'd like to start the option away. I'll assist you from there. 950. Hunted, 950,000. Yes, thought I could do the right way. Okay, no problems at all. Welcome aboard there, sir. $950,000. Straight to $1.5 million for the vendor. We'll go $50,000 rises from here. Do I say $1.50 on your behalf there, sir? $1.50 it is now. And $1.50 advancing straight away on behalf of the seller, then at 1.1. At 1.1, it's with me, make it 1150, shall we there, sir? 1150 says. Appreciate you working alongside me, sir. At $1,150,000, advancing to 1.2. Give you the opportunity now. First call now, 1150, fairly good at the back of the room here. Second time. Third, last opportunity with me now at 1.2, sir. $1,200,000 vendor bid. Be very clear at this point in time. Making it 250, shall we say? Make it 1.25, sir. Won't be taking anything less at this juncture. 250 says on the nod. Appreciate you working with me as well. At $1,250,000, fairly seated on the back wall there. At 1.250, chasing down 1.3. Who goes there now? First call now, second time. Third, final opportunity, 1.3 here. 1.3 that is over on the right hand side. 350 would be the sensible move there, sir. All I need is north to south, chin to chest. 1.3 on the left hand side, on my right hand side. Your left, take 25 if it'll help you there. Make it 1.325. 1.3 it is over here, on the right hand side here. First call now at 1.3, are we ever out? Second time at 1.3. Third, final opportunity. Done, finish, sign it over here at 1.3. That's great. We'll be able to stand on the opportunity over here to continue discussing with our sellers at part 3. Alright, we're going to folks 33 Harvey Street. I haven't amended bid now. Charlie, can you just ask your buyer on the telephone, please, to confirm their amended bid at $1,700,000. $1,700,000. Confirm bid at $1,700,000, ma'am. My instructions from you are to put the property to the market, sell to the highest bidder. Can you confirm that, please? On the market it goes now at $1,700,000 for the one of the better bid here. Think about the location, think about the opportunity that this property offers you. I'm about to sell the property at $1,700,000 for the one of the better bid. If you've got a lazy 10, I'll put it on the table right now. I didn't take a 5 if it's going to help you. Your opportunity is right here, right now. Maybe a lazy 2.5, maybe dig deep at the bottom of the bag here, sir. Might even find a lazy 1,000. Now selling sign is selling. I'm about to sell it to the highest bidder. Maybe 1,000 might be just enough to take it. Your opportunity is now. First call now, 1.7 it goes. Second time with 1, 7 and 5 zeros following it. Third, last opportunity, it goes, it goes. Sold the fund bid at 1.7 million. Congratulations to all of our sellers as well. Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the auction room here for our 3:30 session this afternoon, and we very much appreciate you working with us in terms of the social distancing and keeping your masks on. We really do appreciate it. We are under the watchful eye here. In the recent weeks we have had people a little concerned about people taking masks off in the auction room, etc. So we do ask that you keep your masks on just a bit of an advantage for me as the auctioneer. I used to take mine off so you can hear me clearly, because we're here to help you today, folks. My name's Graham Child, and my role is to see if I can help you move to the next chapter of your lives, whether you're selling or whether you're buying. Of course, we wish you the best endeavours as well. Take the opportunity to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well, and of course we wish you the very best in your endeavours as well. We're going to look after all the technology in the auction room. We've got one of our properties from our 3 o'clock session that's still being negotiated at the moment, folks. That's the role of Craig, Jill, Trevor or Gordon. If we don't reach the owner's reserve price as the auctioneer, when we reach that reserve price, I've got the authority to put the property on the market and sell to the highest bidder. But if we pull up shy, folks, I'll call one of the team in and they will work with you and see if we can't assist you in reaching agreement here today. In the meantime, we'll press on to offer the rest of the property so we don't hold people up unnecessarily. So it's a pretty straightforward process today, folks, but if we don't reach agreement and I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. And I know there's a couple of properties that we've got a couple of buyers hoping that properties don't sell because they're not quite in that elite position of view, and that's cash. The bids today are on the basis that we've provided you with the guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. That's been circulated in the marketplace for over 10 years now. Copies are available in the stand outside of the auction room as well. But the most important document is the contract of sale. Let's go to that now. It's been circulated in draft form. Now, finalised copies are also available in that stand outside the auction room. And of course, when you sign this contract today, you are confirming in writing that we've provided you that previous document as well. So, as a standard with auctions, folks, you bid on the cash unconditional basis here today, deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights to requisition as well. But let's revisit this section here on the front page. We'll superimpose that in blue for you. No need to read it in the fine print, folks, there, or read it word for word. Basically what it says is that the owners have set reserve prices subject to that being reached or exceeded. Then the highest bidder on the fall of the hammer, you are then declared the new owner of the property. I'll confirm the settlement date as we get to each individual property because they do vary. But at that juncture, all we need you to do is to complete the contract, give us your autograph on it, pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is payable today. You can do that electronically out of reception, unless of course you've made alternative arrangements with our sellers in writing prior to the auction here today. Disputes, well, they're pretty easily resolved, folks. If there's any disputed bidding, I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. If we've got authorised telephone bidding in place, the phone bidders have signed all the appropriate documentation, as have the vendors, approving for us to accept those bids by phone. Phone bidders, they bid on that same unconditional basis as you do here in the auction room as well. So, pretty straightforward process. We've already got one person that's participating in the auction today, folks, and I'm too far away from the owner's reserve price. I'll work alongside you and work with you to just help you get onto that negotiating platform where we'll pause the auction, and I'll do that by what we call vendor bids. Nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned. I'm the only one authorised to submit them. I will disclose any vendor bids. Funnily enough, I'll actually use those words, vendor bid, or with me, or on behalf of our seller. So I'll make it very clear that it is a vendor bid. It will be well below the owner's reserve price. Only used at a level to assist you to get you to the negotiating platform. If I'm holding a bid at any juncture, folks, then essentially the owners are saying thanks but no thanks. If you want to purchase our property, it will need to be above that. So, any questions at this point in time? Happy to take questions from our phone bidders that might be watching via the live stream. How many have we got watching at the moment there, Ron? Last week we had over 500 people watching our auctions via the live stream out there on the worldwide web, so 304. So no questions? Right, let's move on straight into it. 32A links there. Pat King making his way to the front of the room there is based out of our Mount Longyearbyen office here. What we've got here at 32A links there, and you folks, is a character brick home. It's nice and private. You've got that sunny deck, and when you create all that together, the equation is simply summer fun times in Links Avenue. It is a freehold estate, 378 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in Regal Title SA 62C, folio 565, in the South Auckland Registry Office. 9th of December 2021, at the settlement date, so in for Christmas, no issues there. Any changes to the channels listed? No additions or deletions there. So you've got the light neutral coloured interior as well. So when you've got decor like that, folks, you don't have to worry too much about your personal furnishings and your personal effects. They'll fit in there just like a glove. You've got a practical, functional home here in absolutely every respect there. You look at the standard of it on the screen there. You've got the heat pump and the wood burner for heating in the winter that, well, you can set that aside. We don't need that going forward in the next few months, but it will be there for winter for you. But of course, the heat pump can keep you cool in the summer as well. So not quite sure why they call them heat pumps, because we don't sort of change in the summertime and call them cool pumps, do we? No. So funny things like that. You've got the great central location. I think that's probably one of the biggest advantages of this property, folks. And of course, it's nice and close to the major shopping precinct, public transport, and the beach. All not too far away from your new home, 32A Lex Avenue. You've got that good sized level, easy care lawn and garden as well. It's fully fenced, so nice and safe for the types and pets as well. In your hands, wise, we would like to start your way. I would suggest probably, well, we've been selling quite a bit of property in Lex in recent times. I would have thought of somewhere in the nines. Anywhere in the nines would be a fairly reasonable start for a property discount, based on past sales over there. Somebody start me away anywhere in the nines. Here to work with the cash interest only. I know Pat's been working with some buyers outside of the auction room, not quite in a position to be able to bid here on that unconditional basis. So, cash buyers, you get the first opportunity here. Anywhere in the nines, you tell me when. First call, quickly. Second time, not here to dilly-dally. Third, last opportunity for you to set us away. Well, obviously no cash today, so I'm going to close the auction, Pat, and hand it back to you. I don't think it's going to take you very long indeed, and you'll get that property sold in no time indeed. It's that sold sticker, mate. You can just about start peeling the tape off the back of it. It's just about ready to go on the side. Alright, just signing off some documentation of the property that we've sold earlier in the afternoon, folks. So now we move on to give you the opportunity to purchase 107 the Boulevard. David Brown from our Patmar office been presenting this property. Certainly a quality 2018 signature home, and currently still serving as signature show home as well. There's a distinct advantage, and I'm going to talk about that in a few moments, but just before I do, let's cover off the legal aspects of the property. A 600 square metre home, square metre site more or less, is what the home is positioned on. It's all freehold, and record of title 760613 confirms all that legal aspects of it. Now, this excluded is the surround sound componentry, the garden speakers, the fridge, and the furniture and accessories. Excluded from the sale. So channels listed as stipulated up there on the screen there, David. Just a quick reminder of the clause that's inserted in the contract, just advising you that David is actually related to the vendor, so we do, in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act 2008, we do need to disclose that to you in writing. Friday the 20th of December, David's settlement day, so in for Christmas. I've been saying that quite a bit today, because I think that's one of the advantages of what properties being offered for sale at this time of the year. Now this particular one, folks, it's never been lived in, so it's essentially a new build offering for you there. But I did mention the advantage of show homes is they are certainly up-spec. So and this one here includes all the extra up-spec features, including the central air conditioning throughout the home as well. So when they build these show homes, they up-spec them, so you're seeing the top of the range stuff from that particular building company. And Signature have certainly got a great reputation throughout our wonderful city as well. Back to the property, you've got the open plan north-facing living. It's certainly well-defined, separate second living area as well. So if you like formal occasions, if you have formal entertaining, that sort of thing, then that second living area facilitates that nice and easy. That large 600 square metre site, well, that's got to be an added bonus as well. Plenty of off-street parking for the boat, motorhome or caravan for you nomads, so you've pretty much got all the boxes ticked with this one, folks. 107 the Boulevard. Now, David, I understand you've got some reasonably strong conditional interest in the property here, not quite in that position of cash. Something that we're finding quite a bit of in the current market today, particularly with the banks, with the greatest respect to them, taking a little bit of time in terms of approving finance. It's only the cash buyers here at the auction that can bid and buy. Your opportunity is to get in ahead of those buyers that haven't quite got all the boxes ticked. Where would you like to start me away? I'm not going to suggest any figures for this one, folks. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. I know David's got interest outside of the auction room, so your chance is right here, right now. You set the benchmark, tell me where you'd like to say go. First call now for a start. Great opportunity for a signature show home. Second time, cash interest only is allowed to participate in the auction room. Third, final call. We're going to close the auction date and those conditional buyers are going to be delighted to hear from you, and I'll be delighted when I get a text message from you within the next 24 hours telling me you've got the property under contract. Right, moving on, folks. 25A Oban Road. Nicholas Maloney from our Lakes office has been presenting this great opportunity. Have a look there on the screen there, folks. A gorgeous character-filled 1940s gem is what you see there on the screen. Legal aspects of the property, it's a cross-lease freehold, all described in record of title SA 26C folio 718. Now the pots and plants, they are excluded from the sale. They do not stay with the property. We do have authorised phone bidding. We still got phone bidders registered for this one there?
No,
is that the one there? Okay, they're here, so all good. Just a quick reminder, folks, the consent form, if you haven't already signed the consent form, you are bidding on the basis that you will sign it at the same time as you sign the contract, stating that the vendors have advised that they are aware that the council holds no original building files on the property, and the purchaser acknowledge that they have undertaken their own due diligence on the property and rely solely on their own judgment. Purchaser further acknowledges that the sleep out and carport are not shown on the cross-lease flats plan contained in positive plan S29355, and no consent of the neighbour, lessor is held by the vendor with respect to the sleep out and carport pursuant to clause 10 of the memorandum of lease pertaining to the property. Purchaser has been advised that the vendor is currently attempting to seek the neighbour or lessor's consent for the sleep out and carport, but gives no warranty to the purchaser as to obtaining it, and a clause that's inserted into the contract just advising that prior to settlement the vendor warrants to replace the rusted section of the external chimney flue where it protrudes above the roof line of the dwelling in a workmanlike manner and at the vendor's cost. Such work shall be completed subject to the warranties of clause 9.5 of the general terms of sale. So, sorry to bore you with all that, folks, but just making sure that you are absolutely 100% clarified on the terms that you are bidding on today. 15 working days, Nicholas says 7 a day. And by my reckoning, that's only one day over 2 weeks away. So a great opportunity for you here, folks, to be in this wonderful home here, offering you the nice spacious living that boasts the original ceramic tile fireplace. So wonderful character surrounding you in the home there, the built-in log fire, and of course you've got the cosy heat pump as well. If you don't want to be bothering with wood, you can just turn the heat pump on, and as I mentioned in the earlier session, heat pump, well, turn it on in the summer and it'll cool you as well. So you've got a bar leader that separates the modernised kitchen there. I bet there's some fun times have been had around the bar leader there. You've got the stainless steel appliances in the property that certainly complement the cream-toned cabinetry, and of course you've got that eye-catching splashback as well. So armed and ready to make all family memories as a property like this, folks, done many over the years since the 1940s. So a property I would suggest in this location that's worth its weight in gold. So you better move quickly to make it yours, guys. 25 Oban Road, your opportunity is there. Where would you like to start me away? $650,000. Welcome aboard the amendment. $650,000. Opening bid on the right-hand side here. Enjoy the journey with us as well. At $650,000, happy to take a $20,000 rise from there. Who takes us to $670,000? Here's your opportunity here today, folks. As Nicholas said, the phone bidder is in the room. $650,000. So nobody on the phone. It's a guest. Everybody else seated in front of me now. At $650,000. First call now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Happy to work alongside you there, man. At $670,000 now. At $670,000, it's with me. Take me to $690,000. Will you go? Here's your chance now. $670,000, $690,000 we go. At $690,000 on the right hand side here. At $690,000. Happy to take a 10 if you feel more comfortable in those denominations, folks. Take me to 7 if you will. At $690,000, it's on the right hand side. First call now. Second time. Third. Last chance for you to join us, man. Just going to go once more. She'll bid at 690. I'm just going to advance once more on behalf of the seller to 700. We're going to take me to 710. Here's your opportunity now at 710. At $710,000, the bid's over here on the right hand side at 710. If you're not going to participate with us now, folks, I'm simply going to pause and talk with the lady over here at $710,000. First call now, having to take a 10 rise on top. Second time, third, last chance in a round. Jill bids over here at 710. Can you see if you can help the lady, please? Alright, moving on for our final three properties, folks. 72 Golden Sands Drive is the next one. Danielle Hayes has been marketing this property now. The next three properties, folks, these options have been brought forward. The owners are in contract. The reserve is set at the level of the pre-option contract. After I've shared with you a few pearls of wisdom and covered off the legal aspects of the property, I will then disclose what the level of that pre-option contract is at. Robin will make it come up on the screen. It will appear in the opening bid section. It is not a bid at that junction, folks. I will then invite any bids over that level. There will be no vendor bidding on the next three properties, folks. It's entirely up to you here in the room, and we are here to sell to the highest bidder. All three properties, they will be sold in the next few moments. So 72 Golden Sands Drive. Again, Danielle Hayes been marketing this property out of our Mount Maungarua's office. There's certainly been no stone left unturned in the thoughtful design and clever layout of this property, has it, Danny? It's very, very practical indeed. It is a freehold estate. 420 square metres of land is what you get to look after here, and certainly well laid out as well. Record title 614861 describes all the legal aspects of it. We do have authorised telephone bidding for this one as well, and 25th of February 2022 is the settlement date, all by mutual consent between both parties. Comprehensive channels list, any additions, deletions to that, no changes there. So it's a 2014 build, but immaculate presentation and absolute brilliant functionality with this property, folks. You've got a wonderful sleek kitchen to make hosting dinners and social events a nice easy task indeed. You've got that covered alfresco dining for long weekend lunches and evening to into the darkness of night for socialising and relaxation. So, you know, it's elegant, it's spacious, it's the lifestyle the lucky new owner is about to endure, is elegance and spaciousness. Just approximately 5 minutes or so from a sandy-footed saunter back from the beach to home as well. So, you know, I can suggest that you're probably still going to be dripping wet when you put the key in the door when you come back from the beach. It's that handy as well. You've got, as you come back from the beach, you go via some tempting nosheries. Those words were in your marketing. I thought it was, I just had to steal that from you there, Danielle. So appropriate indeed. And all of that I mentioned, folks, just adds to the flavour of coastal living. So the owner is in contract on this property. I said before, I will disclose that figure. That figure is $1.3 million, and I'm happy to take any denomination you wish to put on top. 1.3 is the contract. Do I have a $20,000 rights? Probably deserving of a property of this calibre. Take a 10 then. 1.3 is the figure. 5? Happy to take a 5. The auction's been brought forward to give you equal opportunities. At $1,300,000. Getting down on the southern side now, I'll even take 2.5, I'll even take a single. Your opportunity is here. Quickly, folks, anything over $1,300,000 is first call now, second time, third, the last opportunity, no outs. Danny, there being no further bidding, I now formally declare the property sold at $1,300,000. Contract. Congratulations to our sellers. Right, moving on, the next property is exactly the same, folks. No vendor bidding on this one as well. The property has been brought forward for you. 15 Milsom Place. We're talking about, we're out in wonderful metropolis of Te Puke now, aren't we? So we've got Katie Burke, Charlotte Gardner, been busy with this property. It didn't last very long, did it? You know, I didn't think it would actually, but I saw the notification notification of the auction come through, I think I emailed you and said, I bet you this won't pass the distance to the standard auction date. So walk forward, your opportunity is here. If you're in the hunt for a property and you're feeling a little bit like you're up for a mad scramble, folks, then here's your chance to end that mad scramble and purchase a wonderful property indeed. 622 square metres of freehold land is what you buy here today, all described in Record of Title 313325. We've got some changes to the contract that's came through late this morning. The waste disposal has been, some documentation said it's as is. It's not, it's warranted now because it has been fixed, so that's all good to go. The fireplace was added to the channels list as well, but I'll also remind you that the automatic garage door and the remotes, two of those, they are as is. The hallway and garage lights are as is as well, and the hanging pot plants don't stay. Owners have taken those with them. So just to clarify everything there, we do have authorised phone bidding on this one as well, folks. And Tuesday the 14th of December 2021, what a wonderful Christmas present on in the making here for you with this one, folks. Any other changes that I've mentioned to the channel system? Okay, so you've got that recent partial refurbishment that certainly heightens the unique character of this property as well. You've got the open plan that forms a communal hub with smooth connection to the outdoor dining as well. You've got that it's concealed by the wonderful fencing as you see there on the screen there, and plantings as well. That creates really a wonderful haven of privacy. Neighbouring the rugby grounds as well, so what a great place to spend your winter at home. Just you've got all that wonderful sport, especially if you're rugby lovers all over the fence there. Positioned on the fringe of Te Puke, folks, of that township there. It's a home that's lucrative on offerings and big on charm. Your opportunity to own is here today. The owner signed a contract a few days ago at $880,000. Based on that, we brought the option forward to give you the opportunity to buy it today. What about a $10,000 rise? Somebody want to make it take your five, sir? Welcome aboard at the back of the room there now. At $885,000 we're underway. $890 is it here. At $890 it is over here. Making it $95, shall we, sir? At $95 we go. $895 it is. $900 even here. At $900 even here. Topping that round figure off with just a single there, sir. $901. Strategic move would be to go $905. Pardon? 903. 903, another 4 on top there. 904, yeah, just a single search, just hold the one finger up, gotcha. At $904,000, where do we go from here, Charlotte? 905. 905. 6. 906. 7. 906, the money at the back of the room now. We say 907. Quickly now. 7. 8. More singles here than Tinder. $908,000, it is on the left-hand side here. And selling away here to the highest bidder. 10. 10. Beautiful. Welcome aboard there, sir, at 910. There's your new competition over here. 11. 911. Let's hope it doesn't crash down like that, mate. You will talk to that, sir. We're at $911,000. 15. 16. Wrong signal, sir. Need it north to south. Turn to chest. $915,000. I sell away over here. Good strategic move indeed. What about your buys there, Charlotte? Selling away now at $915,000. Won't be taking any late bids. Call it 16. You're allowed to change your mind at any time before the hammer hits the podium, sir. Welcome back at $916,000. Absolutely 100% sure there, folks. At $916,000, it might be the best $1,000 you've ever spent, sir. Calling it 3 times. Take a lazy 500. 17. 18. 918. Sensible strategic move, sir, would be go to 920, and if he goes again, you haven't spent anything, but you might secure it. At $918,000 I sell. Hammers up. Out it goes then at 918 000. Take a lazy 500 if you've got it there, sir. Here to be fair to everybody, first call now at $918,000. Second time at 918,000 it goes. Third, last opportunity. Going. Sold you at the back of the room, so $918,000. Congratulations to ourselves. Alright, lucky last one for the day, folks. Unless you're here for Kearney's Drive, we should have that back for you very shortly. 27 Balmacurin Place. Jan Booth been marketing this again. I remind you, no vendor bidding on this one, folks. Auction's been brought forward to give you that opportunity to purchase a home at 27 Balmacurin Place, and certainly purchasing an immaculate home in the Playfair estate. Certainly no issues with off-street parking. You can see that very clearly on the screen, so stating the obvious. It is a cross-lease freehold offering you offered by the record of title SA 52B folio 144. The alarm does stay, but it's as is. Jan, any other changes to the channels list? And 15 working days is still our settlement date, so what a great opportunity to treat yourself for Christmas in this property, folks. You've got that super sunny outdoor living with good privacy as well. That's where you're going to spend your summer days, just light the old brazier or the outdoor fire or heater and just sit back, relax in this private area and just imbibe well into the night as well. All the attributes of dependable family home and family-friendly neighbourhood, that's really what's on offer here at this property at 27 Balmacurin Place. It is one that you will absolutely show off with pride at your housewarming. You'll get goosebumps when all your friends and mates arrive and they see just the lovely class of property that you purchased here today. It really is all about location. Balmacurin Place, a very popular street indeed. Easy access to the Mayfair shopping complex. Everything that Mayfair has to offer. And of course you've got the payway pools and you've got the golf course all handy to home here when you reside at 27 Balmacurin Place. The owner has signed a contract at $905,000, and I'm happy to take any advance on that. So we have maybe a $5,000 rise on top. $910,000 we're underway over here on the left-hand side now at $910. Do we say 5 more? Here's your opportunity now at $910,000. We're on the market. We sell at the highest bidder here in the room today at $910. Do I have 15 anywhere? Here's your opportunity now. First call now at $910. 15 it is. 915, 920 straight back immediate retort. 920 on the left hand side. Do we make it 9 1/4? 9 1/4 it is. At 930 we go. 930 straight away immediate retort. 35 is the sensible move. We're going there. At 930 I sell. At $930,000 so we've got
34.
34.
39.
39?
Yep,
39. Should we just round it to 940?
Sure.
Okay, 940. Appreciate you working with me at 940. $940,000 to bid over here. What would they like to do now?
46.
46. 946. 950. 950. 950 it is. 95 over the money. Selling away here. What number would they like to put on it now? Jumble it up, I don't mind. 55, 60, 960 it is. 65? Absolutely sure? At $960,000 I sell over here on the left hand side at 960,000. 2? 65? 65. 965. 67?
67.
67?
17.
67.
17.
70. You better join us on the phone now. 970. 970 it is. With you, ma'am, at 970 against the phone bidder with Jan there. Coming in late. That's okay. We're here to sell to the highest bidder. 970 it is. Just the one from them, was it, Jan? First call out $970,000 and sell. Second time at 970. Need a decision there, Jan. Third and final opportunity. Hybrid down here at $970,000. What? 75? 75, eh?
Yeah, 975.
975. 975. You've obviously been to bidding school, man. Well done. You're doing a great job. 970. Doesn't restrict me from giving the opportunity to our final bidder to re-enter the bidding. At $975,000. 9 3/4 it goes. Anything more from your bidder on the phone there, Cara? At $975,000, I sell high then. First score now at 975. Second time, has it done its time? Third, last chance at $975,000. It goes. All of you folks, $975,000. Congratulations to you. You've got a wonderful property. Welcome to Melbourne Q. We'll be back to you with an answer on Cooney's Drive very shortly, folks. Don't go away. Alright, we go to 25 Oban Road. Nicholas, we've got an amended bid there. Can you just confirm you amended your bid to $712,500 for me, please? It's $712,500, folks, sitting directly behind her as the owners of the property. Just confirming my instructions to sell. On the market, it goes there in favour of this lady down here at $712,500. First call now for any advance on top. Second time, third, last opportunity. Quickly, it goes. Congratulations to our sellers. Again, we'll be back to you with a result on Cooney's Drive very shortly, folks. Right, back we go, number 2 Cooney's Drive, finishing off the day. We have amended bid now, so can you just confirm you've amended your bid to $1,350,000? At $1,350,000, owners' instructions are clear, not for sale at this level, so I put it back to the floor for any advance from here. First call now at 1350 second time, third. Last opportunity, in or out now, done, finish, silence. Auction's closed there, back to you, Cale. We've got more work to do. Welcome you to put that on paper, sir. We get to keep working for you. But that concludes our offerings for you today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Of course, congratulations to our buyers and sellers that have achieved their objectives today. We'll be back next week with another swag of properties for you. We'll see you then.